Get ready for University of Georgia basketball.
As the lights of the cars go by in a stream, seems like I stand pretty much unseen, but I open my eyes and beams come out. Give me symphonies, give me more than the life I've seen.
The Dogs play here.
It is going to happen here in Georgia.
Here's God, he muscled it in through two tank defenders.
I'm committed to helping make that happen.
Oh, that's my God. Blue Cane strokes it from the right corner. Go Dogs. Showtime. Oh, yeah. Got the bounce off the rim and the glass, and it falls through. Georgia will win it. How about them Dogs?
Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Dogs basketball. Georgia basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, alongside Chuck Dowdle, let's go courtside and join the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Just a few minutes away from tip. Starting lineups fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Georgia 12-1 on the year and ranked 23rd in this week's AP Top 25 poll. Mike White's starting five today features Blue Cane, a 6'5 sophomore guard from Knoxville, Tennessee. Jordan Ross, 6'3 junior guard from Pleasant Grove, Utah. Jeremiah Wilkinson, the team's leading scorer, a 6'1 sophomore guard from Powder Springs, Georgia. Cannon Catchings, a 6'9 sophomore forward from Brownsburg, Indiana. And Samto Surreal, a 6'1 sophomore center from Nigeria. Auburn, 9-4. Stephen Pearl, their head coach in his first season. The 38-year-old head man will send this lineup to the floor to start the game. Kevin Overton, a 6'5 junior swing player from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Caden Magwood is a 6'2 freshman guard from Louisville, Kentucky. Keyshawn Hall, a 6'7 senior forward from Cleveland, Ohio. Sebastian Williams-Adams, hyphenated last name, 6'8 freshman forward from Houston, Texas. And Keyshawn Murphy, 6'10 senior forward from Birmingham, Alabama. Those are the lineups. Tip-off, keys to the game, and more next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Now, back to Georgia men's basketball on the Superstations.
Fire and lights. I was going to say fire and ice, but I guess the ice is on the outside. I mean, on a day like today. Hey, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
WXKO AM Fort Valley, W226 BZ Macon, W290 BD Montezuma, WCEH FM Pinehurst, WWKM FM Rochelle, the Superstations, a Shanks broadcasting station.
At the pyrotechnics for the starting lineups, let's get to our keys to the game, driven by Ford F-150. Check out the Ford F-150, official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. At your local Ford dealer today. Here's Chuck with the keys. Chuck.
Key number one, Scott, threes today. We can't just shoot them. We got to make them. Auburn will. Tigers are hitting 35% of their threes from behind the arc. We are hitting 31%. Let's flip those numbers and make us the 35% shooters from behind the arc today. And secondly, we got to win second chance points. We cannot afford to let them get on that offensive glass and get second opportunities. We have got to win second chance points today. Let's make sure that we do that. And finally, the old formula for winning in this conference, for succeeding in this conference, win your home games and steal a few on the road.
And the Dogs win the opening tap. Samto Surreal and Keyshawn Murphy in the center circle. So the Dogs have the first possession of the game. Dogs in their home white throwback uniform. So the Dogs will throw it in. High lob into the right corner to Samto. Overhead pass up the wing, and the Dogs rotated around the perimeter. Left corner to Jordan Ross. Baseline spin. Goes baseline. Layup good. A little bit of a finger roll. Rolling over the left edge of the iron. Jordan Ross with a quick spinning move, Chuck. I don't know if you could see it.
I couldn't. There was a guy taking orders from the people sitting on the court, blocking my view.
Dogs get the ball back. We're tied at 2, just underway here, a little more than a minute in the SEC opener this afternoon. Somto with a basketball. Murphy challenges. Somto gets by, runs, and dunks. First dunk of the game, big Somto Surreal. 6'11" from Nigeria, just finished it.
And I noticed no defender tried to get in his way.
Wearing the face mask again today. Ross throws it in against Somto, retrieves it with one hand, hands it to Ross. Jordan dribbles top of the key. Crossover, right-hand dribble into the lane. Fadeaway jumper is falling down. He went sliding on the court and knocked it down. Ball is loose on the inbounds. A collision on the logo in the middle of the floor between Ross and Kevin Overton. Another turnover by the Tigers. Dogs get the ball back, leading by 2. Wilkinson revved up and ready to go. Crossover inside. Big man guarding. He goes around him and lays it up from the left side.
He went by the defender like his feet were in concrete.
Auburn had a big man guarding the rim, and Jeremiah just went right around him to his left and laid it up. Georgia by 2. Dogs ball. Ross looks at the 3, doesn't pull the trigger, dribbles and drives. In the paint. Shoots from the left side, rattles it home from 8 feet. Jordan Ross off to a quick start. He's got 6, and it's 10-6 Dogs.
White was talking about that Auburn is so good at, and boy, they took full advantage there.
Wilkinson steps through 2 defenders. Auburn wanted to walk. They didn't get the whistle, and Wilkinson scores. 15-13. Ball almost got away from Pettiford. Blue drops it off on the bounce. Absent above the arc on the left side. Over to Smurf. Left of the circle. His 3 rattles out, rolls on the heel of the rim, and then falls back through for him. Scana Energy 3-pointer for Smurf Millender. First of the game for the Dogs. 18-16, Auburn by 2.
Smurf's been knocking down some 3s lately. He's really gotten the touch.
Got possession. Smurf with a left-hand dribble, guarded by Pettiford. Crossover, dribbles through the legs, gives it to Absent just above the foul line. Justin not looking to shoot, looking to pass. He does so to Wilkins, who delivers it back to Smurf with 7 to shoot. Smurf going to drive inside against Freeman. Head fake, leans under. Oh, scoop shot, good.
That was beautiful.
Smurf with a little magic.
Oh, Smurf with a fake. Gave him the fake jumper. They went for that, and he ducked under him and laid it up.
Ties the game at 18. 12:05 to go first half. Lennox, the referee, said a 2-pointer for Tahad Pettiford to break the tie. Auburn 20 and Georgia 18. First points of the game for Pettiford. Dogs have the ball. Wilkinson launches a 3, right wing. Good, he ripped it. Scana Energy 3-pointer by Jeremiah Wilkinson. He's got 8. That's his first 3 of the afternoon and the team's second, and it puts the Dogs in front 21-20. Another 3 for Pettiford, his second, and Auburn up 7. Largest lead of the half for the Tigers. 28-21. Dogs need a basket here. Wilkinson, a hard jump pass to Catchings in the corner to Ross. He rips it. 3-pointer right in front of the Auburn bench. Good. 9 points for Jordan Ross. He's already exceeded his average here in the first half. The Dogs draw within 4. It's 28-24 Tigers.
We've got the bleeding stop at that 7-point lead. Cut it down to 4 now. Let's see if we can cut into it a little more here.
Georgia ball. Wilkinson catch and shoot 3. Oh, net. NBA range. Plus a foot or 2.
That's what I had in mind.
Well, that'll get it done. Second 3 of the game for Jeremiah Wilkinson. He's got 11, and the Dogs draw within 1. 28-27. Tigers have the ball. Blue Canes back in. Now it's on the shot clock. Smurf goes out of bounds to inbound the basketball. Right of the basket. Looking under the bucket. Nothing there. Throws it to Stagg. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3. Smurf head fake. Here comes a 3. Right side. Good! The pump fake got Jovic in the air and then left Smurf open to shoot the 3, and he drained it.
Boy, that was right at the buzzer, too.
8 points for Smurf now. It's a 31-30 Auburn lead. Tigers have possession. Hall's back in with his 2 fouls. Misses a 3 from the wing. Rebounded by Cannon Catchings at the foul line. He curls and turns and takes it up the floor all the way to the rack. And one leg's just a little hop, a little bunny hop right off one leg. And he knocked down a 6-footer. And then Auburn throws it away on the entry. Trying to inbound the ball. Smurf caused him to throw it away in the far corner.
Smurf having a big impact on this game, Scott. And now the Dogs with that 1-point lead and the ball.
Smurf's got it in the left corner. Jovic guarding him. Auburn trying to stretch out their defense. Smurf, quick dribbles, spins. Jump pass back to Blue. Fakes right, drives left, down the lane, layup. Good! Oh, he split the defense. He faked right, went to the left, and the seas parted, and he saw a lane right to the rack and laid it up. First points of the game for Blue.
Auburn's defense gambled, but he couldn't get to the rim in 2 seconds, which is how much time was left, and he did.
Pettiford all the way down the right lane line, got to the underside of the backboard and laid it up. Not sure how he did that. Smurf, or rather, Bailey misses a three. Dogs rebound with Kareem Stagg and a strong dunk on the follow.
Well, when Kareem got the rebound, there was nobody else there in the blue jerseys.
Kane's got the ball, dropped it, then picked it up over to Smurf. He feeds Somto on a high lob, left of the circle inside the arc, back to Smurf. Miller dribbles along the wing. To Blue, overheads into Somto, spins into a triple team, and still lays it up and in.
Nicely done.
Oh, wow.
That's great footwork by the big guy.
Surrounded there. Auburn, trouble on the inbounds. Georgia got a deflection out of bounds. It's got Dogs waiting to inbound, back on the left end of the floor. They give it to Wilkins. He'll bounce it in slowly to Smurf. He'll carry it across the timeline, left to right. Dogs ball. Jeremiah down the lane. Scoop shot. A little windmill action. Good. He got the roll off the left side of the rim. Wilkinson now with 16 points in the half. 45-40. Dogs' largest lead of the half. That did not look like. Maybe this shot will be the 52%.
50%, yeah. That will look more like about a 79, 82% shooter.
45-41. Second one going to roll in there. Got a lot of rim with it, but it fell through. 45-42 Dogs. 3 seconds on the clock. Georgia will knock it down. A little bank shot from the right side. Wilkinson.
Beautiful.
And the clock will expire to end the half. Jeremiah Wilkinson scores, beats the clock with about 2.5 seconds left.
And that gets this Georgia crowd to its feet to salute these Dogs as they leave the floor. But a good comeback for Georgia after being down 7 in this first half to come back and lead it by 5 at intermission, Scott. And we just got to go in and clean up some things. Primarily, we've got to do a little better job on the glass.
All right, here we go. Auburn with the first touch to start the second half. Tigers with the ball. They work on the right end of the floor. Pettiford takes a deep, long three. Goodness gracious, that was way long, and he missed it. Georgia will run the floor after the rebound. Ross to Somto, wide open, undefended dunk on the left end to get it started for the Dogs, and Georgia's lead goes to 7, the largest of the game.
And a great pass from Jordan Ross. He saw him out of the corner of his eye, just going to be wide open underneath, and just hooked past it to him.
Murphy with a long look while the ball is nestled on his left hip. Murphy now pulls it down, loads it up, and fires, and rolls it in there good. Made a pair again. He's 4 for 4 from the line today. 5-point lead for the Dogs. Ross, alley-oop. Somto delivers. Right to your front door. He dropped the package right down the chute. Somto with a dunk. 51-44. Dogs in front. Tigers ball. Hall with a jab step. Pulls up for a three on the right side. Won't go. Wilkinson gets the rebound. Jeremiah at 18 in the first half. He drives in the paint all the way to the rim. Good layup. Jeremiah Wilkinson with 20 now. Dogs by 9. Largest lead of the game, 53-44 Georgia. Student section likes what they're seeing. They're all on their feet across the way. Ross tried a circus shot through the lane. Left the layup short. Rebound Auburn. Long pass up ahead to Pettiford. Got behind the defense and all the way in for the layup. Pettiford's got 19. Georgia with a quick answer on the other end. Ross for 3. Scana Energy 3. Left corner. Jordan Ross. He's got a dozen. 58-53. Dogs with a 5-point lead. 2-point lead for the Dogs. Georgia has the ball. Smurf's holding. Fakes right. Steps left. Now dribbles left. Picked up on the wing by Jovic. Now stops his dribble. Up the wing. The pass goes to Blue with 8 to shoot. Kane attacks. All the way to the backboard. Banks it home. Knocked to the floor. Whistle and a foul.
Well, we'll get our chance now at an and one.
Blue for an and one. Count the basket. Send Kane to the line. He needs a few more of those. Doesn't have many. That's only his second today. Sompto with the ball above the left elbow to Wilkins inside. They block his shot on the runner. Auburn in transition. Miss a running layup. Ball over the end line. Touched out by the Tigers. Man, teams are running like 93 feet in each direction, but they can't get that last foot finished, can they? They're not getting the ball in the basket on either end. Here come the Dogs right to left. Over the timeline comes Smurf. Millender sends it off to Cannon Catchings, who's back in. Pulls it away on his right hip. He's guarded by Freeman, the freshman for the Tigers. Screen, Sompto, three, Catchings. Rim, no good. Oh, offensive rebound and a jam with two hands. Sompto, surreal. 63-60, Dogs by three. 63-60, unforced error by the Tigers. Dogs see if they can take advantage. Smurf on the dribble. Finds a spot on the floor for a three and rips it. Scana Energy three straight on all net. 66-60 Dogs. Smurf with 11. Tigers with, and he's a good free throw shooter at almost 90%.
All right, we've been on 66 here long enough.
Yeah, the Dogs are a little bit of a scoring drought here. Not anymore. Smurf for three straight away.
Thank you, little guy.
Smurf with 14. That's his fourth three-pointer this afternoon. 69-63, Dogs by 6 against the Auburn Tigers. And it's a dog and cat fight, definitely. Smurf on the logo, dribbles to his right, now back to the left wing. Right-hand dribble. He looks. He's picked up by Jovic, who puts his hands on him. Smurf drives and scores. Spins it off the glass and knocks it home. 16 for Smurf. 73-69 Dogs with a 4-point lead. Oh, Catchings with a block out of nowhere. He blindsided Bedford. That ball was coming here at a high rate of speed.
But I was open temporarily. 6 seconds.
Smurf throws it into the left corner, down to the left to Catchings. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Catchings to Blue. Short 2 from the right edge of the lane. Good. He knocked down about a 10-footer.
Credit to Cannon Catchings for a great pass.
Right at the end of the shot clock as well. Dogs back in front, 75-74. Is this going to be a last possession thing? But didn't get it over into the front court. Dogs by 2 with the ball. Chance to extend the lead. Jordan Ross, high lob into Sompto. Ross trying to get the ball. Pettiford won't let him, so he passes it to a spot on the floor, and Ross chases it down. Ross on the dribble, overhead to Catchings. Head fake on the 3, drive along the baseline. Smurf from the corner. Good! Smurf, big 3, right corner. 79-74. Dogs by 5, some breathing room for the time being, but Auburn with a dunk on the right end. Freeman got open and was delivered a beautiful pass for an easy dunk so far with 10. 81-78 Dogs with a 3-point lead and the ball. Blue's got it high left wing. Puts it on the floor between the circles.
Have we seen a Blue 3 today?
Now attacks. Here's a Blue 2 and a bank shot upper right corner of the backboard. He knocked it down. He's done that a few times in the backyard. And in the gym. 83-78. Blue with 13 points. He has not had a 3 today. Hall for 3. He's got one there for Auburn. Left wing 3 on the student section side of the court. Keyshawn Hall with a low 2 and ticking. Blue fires to Wilkinson. Catch and shoot with a left-hander. 3 won't go. Chases down the rebound. Sompto gets it first. Penetrates. Kicks it back to Blue. He attacks. Oh, reverse lay-in good from the left side of the rim. Used the glass and banked it home. Blue 85, Auburn 81. Kane's lay-in puts Georgia up 4. Pettiford attacks for Auburn on the other end. Sompto tries to block his shot, but Pettiford gets the lay-in just in front of his attempt. 23 for Pettiford. Back and forth we go. 1:26 to play. 1:25. Georgia with a 2-point lead, and the ball trying to dribble through traffic. Foul called on the Tigers. Yeah, they got Jovic. Philip Jovic commits his fourth. And the Dogs to the line for 2 shots. We're in the double bonus. They have been forever. 1:22, clock stopped. Remaining in regulation. Dogs 85, Tigers 83. Jeremiah Wilkinson going to the line. Wilkinson today with 22 points, 6 of 10 from the line today. That's under his percentage at the free throw stripe. He was 77% at the line this season when the day began. Steps up and drills this one. Knocked it home.
Well, you like those guys that can do it at this point in the game.
And especially in gold sparkly shoes. Hits them both.
Oh, not even close. Both
big
of them
ice
center.
water flowing. Woo. With Jeremiah Wilkinson. 4-point Georgia lead. Minute 18. Clock moving. 87-83 Dogs. Tigers have the ball. Pettiford to Hall on the left side. Guarded by Kane. Dogs in a man. Hall spins along the baseline. Pump fake. Jump pass. Out to Pettiford. Catch and shoot 3. Back of the rim. Won't go. Wilkinson the rebound. Skip it to Smurf at half court. Smurf slows down the festivities. Under a minute to go. Georgia calls timeout. Dogs have the ball. 55.8 to play in a 4-point lead.
Well, we thought this might come down to a free throw shooting contest at the end. And it still may be more of those to come, no doubt. But I will tell you this. I like Georgia's chances right now. And now we're starting to hit some. They're starting to miss some. And early in the game, that was not the case. It was the other way around.
Yeah, it has flip-flopped a little bit. Auburn 20 of 30 from the line today. Georgia 16 of 23. If you break down the percentages, we're at 70%. They're at 67. But this has been tight all afternoon. The largest lead of the game belongs to Georgia at 9 points. It came in the second half. Auburn's big lead came in the first half about halfway through at 7 points.
Well, I'll give you an example. If you go back to this point in the first half, they were shooting 80% at the free throw line to our 50%. So it has definitely turned around.
Wilkinson has certainly settled in at the free throw line. He was 3 of 6 in his first 6 attempts. He's 8 of 12 now for the game. Dogs by 4, less than a minute to play. And Georgia has possession. We work in the front court. Jeremiah Wilkinson. Slow dribble on the far side of the floor. Screen and roll Somto. Wilkinson maintains the dribble out of the wing. Hesitates now, drives, flips it up. Shot blocked, taken away by Auburn in the corner. Hall up the corner, far sideline. 34 seconds to play. It's a 4-point Georgia lead. Keyshawn Hall drives, jump pass out to Pettiford. Pettiford crossover, shakes Wilkinson. One-hander down the lane, floats it up and in, good, and Auburn with a timeout. Stephen Pearl incredulous that he didn't get a foul on that play. And he's letting the official know about it. 25.8 to go. Pettiford's killed us all afternoon, and he did it again there. He's got 25. He's coming off a 5-point game in their lopsided win against Queens. He was 1 for 8 from the field, 1 for 5 on threes. Did have a season high, career high actually, in assists with 9, but had 4 turnovers. Not his best performance, but he certainly saved it from their last non-conference game on Monday to the SEC opener today.
And Scott, now you don't have to take a shot. You're up by 2, 25.8. So who do you want to have the ball in their hands when they get fouled?
Well, Georgia has some very fine free throw shooters. Blue Kane is one. Smurf Millender definitely one. Jeremiah Wilkinson has been. He was rough earlier in the game, but he's settled in. He's definitely one.
Well, let's go with Blue, Smurf, or Jeremiah.
Yeah, we like those guys. Well, we like them all, but they're the better free throw shooters. So Auburn with a timeout, 25.8 seconds to play, and it's a 2-point Georgia lead, 87-85. Pettiford 25 for Auburn today. They have 6 players in double figures. Overton 12, Hall with 13, Jovic with 10. He's got a double-double. Murphy with a dozen, Freeman with 13. The Dogs have a host of players in double figures as well, led by Wilkinson with 24. Smurf's got 19, Kane 15, Somto with a dozen, and Ross, who's fouled out, also had 12 points. Blue Kane to throw it in. Auburn wants to bring full court pressure. Skip it into Smurf. He sprints into the front court. They foul him at the half court line. Pettiford put 2 hands on him, and Smurf will go to the line. He's going to get 2 shots. 22.6 seconds. Smurf at the line. Georgia leading by 2. If he hits them both, the Dogs will have a 2-possession lead. Pettiford with his 4th foul. And free throw number 1, Smurf, good.
Dead solid, perfect.
Matches his season high with 20 points. Deep breath for Smurf from Houston, Texas. Good free throws. Made them both. 89-85, Dogs by 4, 20 seconds to go. Auburn in the front court. Pettiford headed the key, slips and falls. Ball is loose. It goes out of bounds on the near sideline. It's Georgia basketball with 15.2 to play.
His feet just went out from under him, and as he was reaching to regain possession, he touched the ball and pushed it out of bounds.
Dogs will have to inbound it in backcourt with Blue Kane, 15.2. Auburn's going to have to foul again. They're down 4.
I put it right back in Smurf's hands.
Sebastian Williams-Adams will guard the throw-in for Auburn. 6'8" freshman. Dogs have Wilkinson in the backcourt on the far sideline. Somto's finding the spot. And Smurf, they set a screen for Smurf so Blue can inbound it to him. And they foul him in the backcourt. He curled all the way under the basket to our right in the backcourt, and they had to foul him to save time on the clock. 12 seconds remaining. Smurf's going back to the line.
That's fine with me.
He can ice it. Mike White trying to get the attention of his team to call him over for a final word. Did somebody call a timeout? Did Auburn call a time?
I don't think so.
Somebody did, because there's a stoppage in play.
Yeah.
Georgia's going to the free throw line, or did they have a guy foul out? I think that was, Pettiford fouled out. That was the call. So they have a little bit of time, an impromptu timeout. Pettiford fouled out with his 5th foul. Georgia up 4. Smurf Miller, they're going to the line to try to ice it with 12 seconds remaining. Smurf with a season-high 21 points today. Free throw by the right-hander. Ooh, he missed it. Off the rim, skips off to the left side. Everybody off the lane line for Georgia. It's Smurf and 4 Auburn players. Free throw, good around the rim, a little toilet swisher. Smurf with 22, 12 seconds to go. Auburn into the front court, clock ticking, 9. Hall's got it, going to attack the rack, running layup, good, and they whistle a foul on the Dogs with 6.4.
Oh, my goodness.
And one opportunity for Auburn. Hall with the running lay-in has 15 and going to the line.
Who was the foul on?
Somto.
Wow.
That's 2 on Somto here with 6.4 to go in regulation.
That was what you didn't want to do, though.
It's a 3-point Georgia lead, 90-87. And Auburn's going to have a free throw
but if they
with
miss
Keyshawn Hall.
If they miss it, they got a chance to crank a 3.
We'll see what the strategy is. What would you do? If you're Auburn, you're down 3. 6.4 to go.
Well, you need a 3-point shot.
Would you make it a 2 and a quick foul on the inbound after that? So you turn into a free throw contest that you were talking about earlier. Get the point if it's offered to you, and then foul when Georgia tries to throw it in. Save the time on the clock.
Well, if you miss it, you still got to get that rebound. That's the problem.
Here we go, 6.4 to play. And Keyshawn Hall, a 6'7" senior forward, the transfer from UCF at the line. Free throw is good, so they take the point. He's a very good free throw shooter, 90-88. Now Georgia needs to get it in, and they need to get it into the hands of a reliable free throw shooter. Blue Kane is ready to inbound the ball. Now they wipe it down. Blue asks for them to wipe it down, so they do. The officials gives it back to Blue. On the baseline, he moves under the basket and throws a baseball pass to Somto, who takes it and dunks with emphasis. 5.2 to go. Dogs by 4.
That was I tell you what, that had Gunnar Stockton written all over it. Boy, that was a great pass.
A 94-foot assist from Blue Kane. Out of bounds on the right end. Heaved it about 80 feet into the paint on the left end. Somto caught it, spun around, and dunked it home with nobody there. 5.2 seconds to play, and time is stopped again. Dogs 92, Auburn 88. Don't foul on a 3.
Boy, that's the one thing. You know, when you think you don't have to tell them something, that's when you realize you really need to tell them something.
All the timeouts on both sides are gone.
Because if we had told them something, we wouldn't be in this situation. You know?
Oh, this one's been a fun one. Only 17 more of these in the regular season.
Yeah, well, I hope you and Adam have a great time.
We've got a defibrillator under the table here. We might need to use it at some point this year.
SEC basketball, folks, it just means more.
Auburn to throw it in uncontested. They get it into Hall, a half-court 3 to shoot, 2.4. Here comes a 3. Oh, they blew the whistle on a foul on a 3-point shot. He didn't make it, thank goodness. But they called Wilkinson with a foul. They say he hit him on the elbow on the 3 attempt. Oh, my gosh. Oh. 0.7 of a second remain.
Wow.
Unreal. Hall's going to shoot the foul shots for Auburn. Chuck Smith called that, or Chuck Jones, called that foul on Wilkinson, who's the two are talking right now. The free throw rolls in there good by Keyshawn Hall. Hall with 17 points in the game. Held well under his average most of this ball game. His average is 20. He's their leading scorer, but he's probably going to get there after all. Free throw number 2 barely moves the net. That's good.
And now they've got to miss. Hope they can get a rebound.
It's a 2-point game. 92-90. Third and final free throw with less than a second to go.
And the one thing he does not want to do is make the free throw.
Free throw, missed it left, ball bouncing. They shoot at the horn and hit it. A baseline 2 has tied the game. Unbelievable. They've tied the game at the buzzer. Missed the foul shot. The rebound, Karam to the left. I couldn't see who picked it up and shot it.
I couldn't either.
It was Overton.
The call on the floor is a made basket. That call is under review.
I don't know why the play's under review. It sure looked good from here.
Well, they're going to check the time, I guess. We'll look at a replay as well. Overton, with 1/10 of a second left.
Yeah, it left
the ball
his
left his hands as we look at the replay. Wow. Auburn ties it on a prayer. Impossible. And now we're going to overtime.
Well, after review, the basket is good. It'll be overtime.
How about that? Well,
how about that? We fouled on a 3-point shot that put him in that situation.
Well, I thought we discussed that, Scott.
We did. The problem was they didn't hear our discussion. goodness. 92-92. 5 minutes on the clock, and we'll go to overtime. Each team spotted a timeout now. Both teams had drained their allotments, but they'll add one to each side for the extra session. Kevin Overton ties it with about a 13, 14-foot jumper from the left baseline on a missed foul shot.
All right, we're without Jordan Ross. They're without Pettiford. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, Pettiford fouled out. Seemed like minutes and minutes ago, even though it was only seconds of court time, with 25 points, their leading scorer today. And Ross on the bench. He fouled out with about 3 minutes to go, I think it was. And he fouled out with a dozen points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Dogs got to regroup now.
Well, we had two plays in the final couple of minutes there where we fouled underneath. There was no need to. Let them lay it up. And then the three-point shot, there was no need to foul. Let them take it.
Yeah, definitely. Auburn, 23 of 34 at the foul line. Georgia, 19 of 27, but it was Auburn getting the key foul shots at the end to keep them in the ball game. And then when they had to miss one, they did, and they missed it in the right place. And they had a body to get the rebound and a body to shoot it. With 1/10 of a second left, the ball left Overton's hand and went through the hoop from the left baseline to tie it at 92, and we go to overtime.
Well, here we go.
So Somto to the center circle, and Sebastian Williams-Adams at 6'8" for Auburn. Somto at 6'11". They'll toss it up to start overtime. We'll play at least 5 more minutes. Do we still have the juice? Bart Lennox will toss it up. Georgia controls the overtime tap. Kane to Wilkinson. Will work on the left end of the floor here, just like in the second half. Catchings. Entry pass into the paint to Somto is kicked and deflected back out of bounds on this near sideline by Auburn. Dogs will throw it in again. 19 seconds on the shot clock. No, they're actually going to throw it in on the baseline. Went out of bounds on the sideline. They'll throw it in left of the basket on the baseline with Smurf. High lob to Somto. Tipped, almost stolen by Auburn. And Auburn, a loose ball foul by Philip Jovic, I think. Smurf was going for the ball.
It is. That's his fifth.
Philip Jovic, who's their leading rebounder today. He has a double-double, the first of his career. He just fouled out of the game in overtime. Georgia student section waving so long to the freshman from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Smurf tries to break a 92-all tie in overtime at the foul line when they give him the ball. But Auburn's got to make a substitution. They do. Keyshawn Murphy back in the game at 6'10". Auburn slowly moving guys around all over the lane line. And now they tell Overton to go back to half court. And Smurf can look at the basket and shoot free throws. Number one is good, up and in.
Well, the good news is no one has left this arena. I mean, everybody, this was worth the price of admission.
Smurf hit them both. He's got 24 points this afternoon. Season high, and he's sharing high scoring honors with his teammate Jeremiah Wilkinson, each with 24. Dogs lead it by 2, 94-92, Auburn's first possession in overtime. Murphy for 3, left slot, back of the rim, won't go, rebound. Right down the back of one player into the hands of Overton, and he floats it up and in from 3 feet. It just rolled right down the back of Williams-Adams, right into the hands of Overton. He ties the score at 94. Dogs have the ball. Wilkinson threatens to shoot from the logo, but he doesn't, thankfully. Smurf has the ball to Jeremiah. Will take an NBA range 3, left side, front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Hall. And a foul on Auburn, I think, on the rebound.
Yep.
And they got it on Hall, Keyshawn Hall. He's the guy that ended up with the ball on the rebound. I guess that's why he got it. No, they've called it on Freeman. Excuse me. I thought they said 7. But they were saying 6 with their funky hand gestures. Somto at the line for 2. Number 1 is good by the big man. Somto Surreal now with 15 points in the game. That ties his career high at 15 and 15 against West Georgia a few games ago. Dogs by 1. Can Somto make it 2? No. Free throw off the right side of the rim. Rebound to Auburn. Hall pushes it up the floor. Blue Cane chases into the corner for a 3, and it's good. Kevin Overton. Well, that guy's killing us now late, isn't he? He got the game-tying basket with a 1/10 of a second left and just puts Auburn in front by 2 with that 3-pointer from the left corner. Auburn 97, Georgia 95. Dogs have the ball. Wilkinson on the wing, trying to go by Freeman on the dribble, under the basket, skips it to Blue, pump fake, gets a man in the air, fakes again, shoots, misses the 3. Rebound right back into the corner, picked up by the Tigers. Auburn has the ball in a 2-point lead. We're in overtime, 3:25 to go. 97-95, Tigers in front. Overton has the dribble, long 3-pointer, short, side iron. Murphy chases down the rebound. Somto D's him up in front of their bench down to our right. Murphy dribbling low, trying to get by Somto, slips and falls on the floor. Dogs going to trying to tie it up. Do they get to tie it? Yeah, it's a tied ball, but Auburn has the arrow. Auburn's bench was signaling timeout. They didn't have full possession. We tied it up. Auburn has the arrow. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 3:01 to play in overtime. They lead Georgia by 2.
Jeremiah out. Who do we put in there?
Dylan James. Dylan and Bailey are on the floor, along with Kane and Somto and Smurf. Auburn to throw it in. They feed it into Overton. Quick feed left. Fake the pass. Freeman spins down the lane, and I'm not sure what he was doing with the ball, but they blew a whistle somewhere, say we hit him in the back of the head. And that was on Somto. They call Surreal for the foul. And now 2 free throws for Auburn. Crowd looked at the replay, and they're reacting to it on the big board overhead. May have been a phantom whistle or a phantom foul. I didn't see the replay, but the crowd did. Elijah Freeman at the line, 6'8" sophomore. Right-handed shooter, free throw good. And Auburn suddenly by 3. Dogs had a 2-possession lead with less than 10 seconds to go in the game. And now we're in overtime, down by 3. My goodness. Freeman, free throw number 2. Try to put the Tigers up 4. Ball's in the air, and it comes out of the rim, but they get the rebound. Out of the hands of Blue Cane, right to Hall. Didn't grasp it. And Auburn has possession. They missed the foul shot, but now a chance at another basket. Hall attacks against Wilkinson, drives right into Somto, and he loses the ball out of bounds. There's no foul, no charge, no defensive foul. It's just a lost ball out of bounds.
Yeah, he just threw it away. He was trying to go up with it, and
Hall turned it over. It's going to be the Dogs' possession with 2:38 to go.
I think he was trying to hit a high bank, and he just missed the backboard. Dylan James waiting to inbound the basketball. They're having to mop up some moisture down on the right end of the floor. Chuck Jones has the basketball. He won't give it to the Georgia player just yet. Smurf's down there to take the inbound from James. It'll be uncontested. All of Auburn's defenders are back on this side of the timeline. And Smurf will let the ball bounce and roll. Now he'll pick it up just shy of the half-court line. And the clock begins to tick. We're in overtime. Georgia trails by 3, 98-95. Wilkinson, slow dribble, feeds Smurf. Over the logo, back to Jeremiah, 15 to shoot. Wilkinson attacks. A foul before they
lob it to the rim, and Somto dunks it, and the foul is on Hall. That's his fourth. Keyshawn Hall with the foul. Clock stopped with 2:22 to play. Jeremiah Wilkinson at the line for 2 shots. The left-hander from Powder Springs, Georgia. Good on number 1. Wilkinson with 25. He's the Dogs' leading scorer. Smurf has 24 today. Wilkinson wants the ball. He's like, come on, man. I'm in rhythm here. And the official was doing something. He gives it to him, and we missed the free throw.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Jeremiah's hurt.
He's hobbling back on the other end. Now he sprints, and now it's 5-on-5. He was back down by himself on the other end of the floor for a second. Somto blocks a drive by Freeman. Ball over to Murphy. Somto rejects that one. 2 blocks by Somto on the same possession. Dogs have the ball down 2. 98-96. Blue Cane beyond the arc on the right side. Along the baseline. He's dribbling against Overton. Into traffic. 3 ball from the right corner. Wilkinson knocked it down and fell down.
On a bad ankle.
Now he's hobbling back up the floor. He's giving the Dogs the lead, 99-98. Jeremiah Wilkinson with a 3. He's got 28 points in the game. The Dogs are in front with 92 seconds to play in overtime. Overton, crossover into the paint for Auburn. Drives, can't get the ball over. Somto hits the side of the backboard and out of bounds. Dogs ball. Somto jacked up. He is a rim protector, Chuck.
Oh, my goodness. What a difference that young man has made here in this overtime period. I don't know where we'd be without him. 2 blocks down there, and I mean, he had to reverse sides of the lane. He blocked it on one side. They were getting it on the other side and about to put it back. He somehow or another recovers, gets over there, and blocks it on that side.
Dogs with the ball. Wilkinson was taking his time. Bench is screaming, get over the line. Jeremiah dribbles down on the right block. Nothing there. Auburn defends it. Kick it out with 70 seconds to go. Kane's got it high right wing. 10 on the shot clock. 1:06 to play. Wilkinson on the dribble. Crossover. Step back 3. Good! Oh, Jeremiah floats it up and in from 24 feet on the right wing. 102-98 Dogs. We've been in this position before. Auburn attacks. They get to the rack, and Hall lays it in over James. Oh, my goodness. It's back to a 2-point game and a timeout.
At least we didn't foul him, put him on the line for to make it a 3-point play.
Keyshawn Hall got to the backboard all the way to the rim to lay it up to make it a 102-100 game. Georgia in front. And Auburn uses its overtime timeout to stop the clock with 50.8 to go. And we'll take a timeout, too. Catch our breath and come back for what might be a magnificent finish. We shall see. It's pretty darn good right now. Dogs 102, Auburn 100 in overtime on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum, nary a soul has left, I don't think, of the 10,261 listed in attendance today. And why would you? 102-100, Georgia leading Auburn. We're in overtime, less than a minute to go in the SEC opener, and it's just a heavyweight punch out here, Chuck.
It really is. But you know what? This has been a fun basketball game to watch. You don't get many where a team can rally from, get up out of the grave.
Yes. You're talking about Auburn.
Right, yeah. But they have. They did it. And, part of it was due to us making mistakes. But then part of it also was just a great play by them. So, you have to tip your hat to your opponent every so often. Right now, Jeremiah's out there limping, but so he's been able to get the job done. And he's got 50.8, and then we can take care of him later.
Georgia inbounds and brings it up the floor with Smurf from right to left. Clock ticks at 43. We're in overtime. Georgia leads by a trim 2 points. 102-100. Smurf's got the dribble. Middle of the floor, down the right lane line, throws it to Blue in the corner. It's deflected out of bounds by Keyshawn Hall. He knew that was coming. The 6'7" forward from Cleveland, Ohio, tips it out of bounds. 13 seconds on the possession clock for Georgia. 33.8 to go in the first overtime. Smurf, unguarded on the sideline, throws it into backcourt to Wilkinson. He hobbles a little bit. He's rolled his ankle earlier. Wilkinson attacks, left-handed dribble, scoop shot, won't go. Rebound, fight for, Auburn's going to get it. Overton got it in traffic. Auburn's got the ball down 2, 19 seconds to go in overtime. They don't have a timeout. Hall's got the ball, Smurf's guarding. Up the wing to Freeman, 12 to play in overtime. Auburn can tie with a 2, win with a 3. They throw it inside, it's stolen by James!
Dylan James stepped in there and stole it. And then got fouled. Did he get fouled?
Yeah, Adams fouled him after they turned it over. 5.3 to go. Adams committed the foul for Auburn. Dylan James stole the basketball.
Dylan anticipated that perfectly. When he drew back to pass that ball, Dylan stepped around his man and stepped right in front of the basketball. It was beautiful. Great timing.
5.3 to go. Georgia by 2, and 2 free throws for Dylan James coming up. 80% free throw shooter this season.
Now, if he makes them both, do not foul on the 3.
You need to holler that out there. All right, let's start with 1. It's in the air, and it's good. That's Dylan's first point of the game. And it gives Georgia a 3-point lead, 103-100 in overtime in the SEC opener. Number 2 will make it a 2-possession game, theoretically. Well, in the old days, I guess it would. But if you shoot a 3 and foul on the 3, that's still a 1-possession game, I guess, if you have a 4-point possibility, isn't it? Made them both. Dylan with 2 free throws. Dogs by 4. 5.3 seconds to go. Wilkinson out, Bailey in for a little offense-defense. Auburn to bring it up the length of the floor, 5.3 to go. They're down to 4. They give it to Hall. Smurf, don't foul, don't foul.
Don't
3
foul.
seconds,
Stay
2
away
seconds.
from him.
Hall pushes off, steps back. Game is over. Misses the 3. Dogs are winners. 104-100 the final. Wow, they finally get it done in overtime.
My goodness. Life isn't supposed to be this hard.
7th 100-point game of the season for these Bulldogs. They're now 13-1, and they win the SEC opener over Auburn, who drops to 9-5 with the loss. 104-100. What a game in overtime. Oh, smokes. Let's take a timeout. We'll get to the Regions locker room report on the other side of the break. Dogs win it in a bonus basketball. 104-100. Dogs defeat Auburn in overtime. Post-game coverage right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.